Hey everybody, this is Gabe at Security Baron, and today we're comparing the Frontpoint and Vivint home security systems. Let's jump in. If you'd like to see a list of our favorite home security systems, Google Security Baron Best Home Security Systems. If you have a question about today's comparison, leave a comment below and I'll get back to you. Frontpoint and Vivint are two of the largest home security companies in North America. And with that type of coverage, we really just want to help you figure out which one of these systems may work best for you. And in order to do that, we're going to go through the key similarities, key differences, installation process, customer support, professional monitoring, the app of each respective company, and I'll provide you with a recap with my own personal opinion. Let's begin with some key similarities between Frontpoint and Vivint home security systems. Well, both of them are a little bit more old school, traditional, and require you to sign lengthy contracts. So no month-to-month here for your professional monitoring or just having the system. However, people love the apps that they have for their mobile phones. When it comes to both Frontpoint and Vivint, people really are enthused about their experience. And finally, each of them comes with cellular backup. So if your phone line or power lines are cut, the proper authorities will still be alerted and able to come help you out because of that cellular backup. Now let's talk about some of the differences between Frontpoint and Vivint. First off, installation. Frontpoint allows you to install the system yourself. It's a DIY, it's pretty easy, and you can have it up and running within an hour. Vivint, on the other hand, requires professional installation. So you have to set an appointment and a technician trained by Vivint will come in and set up the entire system for you. Now, on the flip side, Frontpoint requires you to get professional monitoring with your home security system, whereas Vivint will allow you to self-monitor. And finally, Frontpoint has amazing customer service ratings. People seem to love their customer support, where Vivint leaves a little bit to be desired. Now that we've discussed the key similarities and differences between Frontpoint and Vivint, let's jump into the installation experience. With Frontpoint, it's do-it-yourself, it's easy, it's peel and stick on the wall, and you're ready to go. Now, you may be a little bit more caught up in time when it comes to installing the smart door lock, but it's nothing more than any other deadbolt lock you've ever installed before. So that's just something to think about, but it's overall a very easy experience, even down to setting up the indoor camera. Now, with Vivint, you're not installing anything. Vivint sets an appointment, you get a technician to come to your home. In my case, not only was he punctual, which we all know never happens, but he was very knowledgeable and professional. He came through, put everything together, asked me a lot of questions about the system as he was installing it in my home, and you really can't get any easier than that. Now, of course, you will have to be at home during that period, but I don't know if that can really count as a knock against Vivint. So honestly, when it comes to saying which one I like more, this one's a wash because it's gonna depend on your personal preference if you wanna do it yourself or if you don't mind someone coming and doing it for you. Now that we have our systems installed, let's talk about the professional monitoring options. And the way we're going to do that is going over three different parts: the professional monitoring plans themselves, the contract rules, and the policies when you move. Now, Frontpoint offers three different plan options starting at $34.99 and ending at $49.99 for your home. Now, each of these options gives you 24/7 monitoring, which is of course a team of professionals at all times ready to see if anything has happened in your home. They each give you cellular backup and automatic system checkups. Now, personally, I think you should have to go with the ultimate plan because that's the only one that gives you motion triggered alerts, live streaming of your footage, and the ability to control your smart lights and smart locks. Now, switching over to Vivint, to monitor professionally, a system like the one we have here at Security Baron would cost you about $80 a month. Now, you can walk that back, but just to essentially self-monitor your system is gonna cost you $30 a month. Now, this is because Vivint requires you to pay for every camera that you have on your system. So really, Vivint has self-monitoring options, but they're not really ideal. And that's just something to think about in terms of how much you're willing to pay monthly for your home security system and its professional monitoring package. Now that we've discussed the professional monitoring options with Frontpoint and Vivint, let's talk about how you get into those professional monitoring contracts. Now, with Frontpoint, you have to sign a 1 or 3 year contract. And if you try to get out of your contract before it's up, you're gonna have to pay 80% of the remainder of that contract, which is pretty steep. Now, with Vivint, you're gonna sign a 3.5 or 5 year contract. However, if you need to get out of that contract beforehand, you generally just pay for the remainder of what you owe on your equipment. Finally, we've signed our contract, installed our system, and have our professional monitoring plan. But what if we need to move? Now, with Frontpoint, you can move, no additional fees attached. Remember, it's do it yourself, so you just take it apart, let Frontpoint know that you've moved and you're ready to go. Because they're gonna wanna know where to call the authorities. Now, with Vivint, you're actually gonna have to basically pay for a new installation and just hope that you can move all of your equipment in your home. So that's something to think about with Vivint, considering it does have that professional installation. So considering the nuances of the professional monitoring plans for Vivint and Frontpoint, I suggest you check out our full written reviews on securitybaron.com or watch the full reviews right here on YouTube. Now, unless you're dying to self-monitor, something that you can only do with Vivint, I'd actually go with Frontpoint for my professional monitoring needs due to its shorter contract lengths and more affordable professional monitoring plans. Customer support is of utmost importance to us here at Security Baron because when you're talking about something as important as taking care of your home, protecting your family, you're gonna wanna be able to get in touch with people and fix your issue no matter what. And here it is pretty clear that Frontpoint is doing an amazing job. They definitely put it all over their website in terms of people being happy with their customer support, and it shows. The Google reviews have Frontpoint at 4.5, which is very high for Google review, and so many of those are referring right to the customer support experience. On the other hand, Vivint isn't doing terribly. They actually have a 3.8 rating from Google, but we have seen some reviews where people are talking about Vivint being a little bit evasive and not really helping them to fix their connectivity issues. And these are not the things you really want to see from your home security provider. So there is a clear winner for us when it comes to customer support, and that is Frontpoint Home Security. Let's jump into the mobile applications for Vivint and Frontpoint home security systems. Now, your mobile application is very important as it is how you will generally interface with your home security system, especially when you're not actually at home. Now, they both do well. Frontpoint has a 4.2 in the Apple App Store and a 4.1 in the Google Play Store. However, Vivint has a 4.6 in the Google Play and Apple App Store, which is really phenomenal. So while both are great mobile applications, Vivint is clearly the superior option when it comes to the mobile application and using your home security system. Now let's do a recap of all the elements we covered in our comparison of the Frontpoint and Vivint home security systems. Installation. Here it's a draw. We actually find that it's just really dependent on preferences on whether or not you want to do it yourself with the Frontpoint or have a professional install Vivint. Professional monitoring. Here we give the nod to Frontpoint due to its shorter contracts and more affordable professional monitoring plans. Customer support. Here we definitely have to give it to Frontpoint just because of how highly it's rated by its customers. Mobile app. Here, we definitely give it to Vivint because despite Frontpoint having a pretty high rating, Vivint's is even higher in both the Google Play and Apple App Store. Now we have reached the end of our comparison journey, and let me answer the question that's on the forefront of your mind. Should I buy Frontpoint or Vivint? Now, in my opinion, if it's for me, I'm gonna buy the Frontpoint system. It has a shorter contract length, it has easy do-it-yourself installation, and that's just kind of the vibe I'm rocking with these days. However, I understand and acknowledge that people have different preferences. So if you don't want anything to do with the installation process or you want to self-monitor, then you're probably gonna wanna go with Vivint, and that's what I'm anxious to hear about. After watching this video, please comment below with which direction you're moving in terms of buying Frontpoint or Vivint. So that is our comparison of the Frontpoint and Vivint home security systems. If you appreciated today's video, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. As always, this is Gabe, Security Baron. Be secure.